I got to make sure I'm looking in a direction that doesn't cause glasses friction.
Oh, whatever.
You mean
Who
like
cares?
This?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you
That's
can't
a
see
real
it right
problem.
now. Do you? If you watch right here, every once in a while you'll see whatever the hell's going on my TV.
So that's
Yeah,
why
That's
I've been
just
seeing
on in the
porn.
background.
I got Star Trek going, so.
So that's why I keep seeing porn on Supergirl.
I'm just watching murder documentaries on like a 24-hour loop. I definitely have not downloaded the patterns I bought from you, by the way.
That's fine.
It's been like a year and a half.
It's fine. I honestly would just send them to you. I literally made you one.
Sounds
I
to me
know.
like he just likes giving you money.
Shut up.
An OnlyFans for that.
Okay.
Again,
I
I should
don't,
be
but
so
I
lucky.
do support the people who work there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Chris Franzak from Attila.
I'm not gonna spend my money on it, but like if other people are willing to throw money at you, like I don't. Why the fuck wouldn't you?
Are we doing this joke again?
There you go.
Please
Oh,
don't.
thanks, man. Thank you. Oh, here, you want
I,
to
I drink cider like a real man, but that's just me.
We're just gonna leave that alone. All right.
Beep 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 beep. Oh, that just detected a lie. All right.
What, the real man
There we
part or
go.
the cider part?
Well, that's a can of cider. Oh,
You assholes make me spit take all over my brand new Lego set. I will be probably incredibly entertained.
Okay, so we have a new poll for this evening.
Yeah, well, Dana, I can do this all day.
That is
Sorry, what?
Understood that reference.
I understand.
Oh, I get it. That took a minute.
Man, that cider's going to your head.
That is going to. Wait, what are we talking about?
Just keep in mind, he is playing the Lego drinking game where you drink every time you snap a piece together.
There were no survivors.
Don't drink.
Don't drink in Lego.
Don't drink excessively. Drink responsibly. That's what they say, right?
Well, I don't know. I grew up thinking the phrase is it's noon somewhere. So.
Yeah, noon's when it's acceptable to start drinking hard liquor, right?
I'm not going to touch on your heritage
When you're
with
Irish,
that one.
yes.
There it is.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be the one to say it.
I can reasonably say that at least 3 of us in here have Irish heritage, so...
If it's
I
Caucasian,
have the DNA
I've got
test to prove I am almost 60% Irish.
37.
I have never been tested for my DNA.
You should see a doctor about that.
You've been tested for
If you've
some
never
other
been
stuff,
tested.
I just know my family.
Doc, do I have DNA?
No.
Okay.
Well, no, I
You're
mean,
a
clearly you
mineral.
have DNA, it's just not yours that's inside you.
No, can I just
asking,
record myself making costumes and that'll be my OnlyFans?
People would fucking watch that. People will watch anything.
Yeah. I mean,
You know what? There's gotta be...
That's why we're making this, because people will watch anything.
There's gotta be
apparently
an
they won't
OnlyFans.
watch this, but,
Well, like
They will
55
eventually.
people watched one of our episodes. Come on.
We get some viewership, just not a lot.
There's got to be an OnlyFans out there of just somebody making costumes but not wearing anything.
I mean, there was not
I mean, I do end up wearing not pants a lot because I'm trying things on.
There you go. There's your OnlyFans. I mean, they will fucking watch and pay for anything. Like, you will always be able to get
guy
people to.
on like YouPorn or Pornhub or whatever who had like, here, I'll do me doing the dishes, and he's just like looking at the camera doing dishes, and then another guy like, here's a platonic hug, and he pretends to hug the camera, and I I laughed so hard watching all of those. I ended up throwing him $5. I'm like, I made an account just to give him $5.
So what you're telling us is you have a Pornhub account. That's the
But,
takeaway from
yeah.
this story, everybody.
Yeah, do it. Yeah,
Let's watch porn too.
Have an OnlyFans.
We're talking about
doing...
Kelly.
I remember one time I was doing some audio recording with some friends I have up here,
Slap
and
Happy?
we had Slap Happy. Still an active YouTube channel, Slap Happy Chaps. We do parodies and abridging. Kelly
I do
does a lot of
voice
the
work
voices.
for them.
Yep. So we were
I'm
recording
learning about
for
you guys.
we were recording for our, I believe it was Under the Red Hood Abridged, and so 4 of us were gathered in one, sound walled room, and swapped. We had 2 laptops that we were swapping back and forth based on whoever wasn't actively recording. And my friend Cody ends up, picking up my laptop to hit the record stop and all that jazz. And he ends up minimizing Audacity that we were using to record. And right there on my laptop, on the desktop of my, he stops dead, and he's just like, "Why do you have a folder labeled porn?" And I'm just like, "Where do you keep your porn?"
On the internet? I think the title of this episode is going to be Costumes, Charity, and Porn.
Hey, there is some impressive smut on fan fiction. All right, I'm just saying. And I don't just mean impressive in terms of description. I mean like actual narrative quality impressive.
I'm just going to let you guys talk, man.
Stop
I'm
judging me.
out of entertainment. This is just good
I
for
am
me.
not judging anyone. I am sitting here with a mannequin behind with boy shorts on it, so like I'm in no place to judge.
Yeah, well, and Rob, before the night is over, we're going to have, we'll end up having some weird other conversation.
Did you really just name drop a movie I was in?
Wait, what movie?
Sorry, what?
I thought I was going to
What?
get away with that.
You really thought you'd get away with going before the night is over, blah blah blah.
The movie's called
A
Before the
movie?
Night is Over, and Rob butt fucks the dude in it.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, Rob, how's that bus he just threw you under feel?
Oh.
Okay,
man.
and if we don't
Tell
give
me about this
context to
movie.
this, I'm gonna fuck myself over. It's okay. Rob and I both have to film our parts for the next movie.
Okay,
This
but
weekend.
you're not making this any better because right now you basically just said
He's making
Rob
this
Rob was
so
in a
much better.
Rob was in a movie. He has sex with a dude. Oh, and now me and Rob have to film parts for another movie.
By the way, this all has to
you
get
basi-
How
cut
does
because
that
we're not
not
supposed to
make it
talk about
better?
that stuff.
No, you basically just made it sound like Rob did porn, and now me and Rob are gonna do porn. No. No.
The only way that would be better is if it was. Never mind, I'm not going there.
Yeah, so Before the Night is Over was a horror film that I worked
A
on.
horror film, yes.
A horror.
Horror
I mean,
film?
any porn with you in it would be pretty.
Would be pretty. What?
Would be Dana, did you just say any porn with Rob in it would be pretty?
That's
would be
kind of
pretty horrible. Would be pretty horrible.
I don't know. I think I'd have some fans.
Some OnlyFans.
We'll
Some
talk about-
OnlyFans.
Moving on.
So hey guys, we talked about cosplay earlier.
Have you heard about
Yeah.
cosplay porn?
There's a subreddit.
Actually,
There's Comic Cons for that. You don't even need to, and I don't even mean anything special. I mean, go to any Comic Con.
oh no. There are themed porns. It's basically cosplay porn.
Themed
Yeah.
porns.
Porn.
That's a weird pluralization of it. There's themed porn, yes.
I'm just gonna
Porn could be singular or plural.
Movies?
It
There's...
depends on the. All right. Justin, what are you doing?
I'm sending Kelly a link because I'm an asshole.
This is awkward.
I wonder if that link actually works.
Wait,
Oh,
what
it's
link?
no, it's a real subreddit.
Oh. Here, I thought you were sending her a different link to a different thing.
Oh my god. I didn't know that was real.
Hold on.
This is
I totally just actually sent Kelly.
You just actually
Look at her
sent Kelly
fucking
what,
face.
porn?
Yeah.
Huh? You think I was unaware of this?
Come on, Justin. It's 2020. People know shit.
There you go. I sent it to both of you guys too.
Yeah, I know.
I just typed
Well,
it.
my phone
was like,
fucking died, so I'll have to
reddit.com/r//
check it
and then
out
I was
and be
like,
traumatized
ooh.
later.
Oh, it's an entire. It's not one thing. It's a whole subreddit.
Right.
Yeah.
With
Oh man.
Beautiful.
I'm going to
22,000 or almost 23,000 members.
I'm going to enjoy reliving this entire conversation when I'm editing it.
Sucks to be you.
it does.
Oh man. All right. Well. Anyway.
I'll try this again. So we were talking about cosplay earlier.
Did you know there's cosplay porn?
Don't worry, I sent you something, Justin.
I wasn't gonna say it. I was actually gonna let shit move on this time.
Why?
Hey, you can see my Loki helmet in the back.
Kelly, why?
Because it's a beautiful love story.
What is? I missed that because I threw my headphones.
Oh, let's go ahead and send it to the Cap cosplayer.
It's my ship.
Send it to the Capcom. What?
Hey, there is some really good Steve and Bucky fanfic with and without porn in it. Oh, I'm just saying.
Dana's probably
Again,
already seen this, right?
there is some narrative quality out there among the fans where, like, if you just pulled a Stephanie Meyer and changed the fucking names of it, you would have a solid novel.
Don't insult some of my Stucky fan fiction with Stephanie Meyer's work.
No, I don't mean like on that. I mean they're better than that. I
You
just mean like she only got her shit published because it was Twilight fanfic that she changed the names of. So like if some of these folks changed the names of their characters, they would essentially have like solid original novels.
Can we just stop for a second? And Rob, you're cutting this out, right?
Why?
Because Dana's phone's dead, and I'm about to do something horrible that we can't show on YouTube.
He is beautiful, and if you disagree, I don't care. It's in my head. I'm aware of that.
Well.
All right.
This Cap cosplayer is a little.
I mean, it takes a lot
Why
for
do you
someone to be
think I
willing to wrestle
cosplay
a helicopter.
Bucky?
So
It takes a lot for someone to be willing to wrestle a helicopter to get his boy back. Like, I'm just saying. Also, that flex just half.
You know he hurt himself.
Oh, you're keeping the costume, right?
I'm not surprised.
It's growing on me.
I don't know anymore. Basically, saying I was just gonna comment about the picture that that I'm sure you've already seen, but there is a live action sequence of that on the
Recreation.
Internet. Yeah.
On the interwebs.
I have not
Reenactment.
actually seen the live action Captain America Bucky porn, just stating that.
Really?
But I am aware it exists. I like to read my porn.
I think I'm having a stroke, guys. I smell popcorn.
It's probably your fucking vapes to smoke.
Berry Blast
smells
does
like
not
mint.
smell like.
Oh man.
You know what? Not speaking of strokes per se, but speaking of, mental.
We're not speaking of strokes.
You know what I would love to experience at some point? I really want to find out what synesthesia feels like.
I don't know what that is.
So that synesthesia is when you have no, I'm sorry, not synesthesia, aphasia.
No, synesthesia is when your senses are crossed.
Okay, I was right the first time then.
Believe
it's
so.
So
Not a
like
doctor, don't quote me.
It's basically like Kelly says, when your senses get crossed. So the parts of your brain that interpret visual stimuli are instead interpreting auditory. But it's not like you're hearing with your eyes, you're instead seeing what the sound looks like. Or like, you're looking at a red pillow, and instead of seeing red, you're tasting red. So
A solution, or I have an answer for how to do that, but
it's
for
called
one,
drugs, I'm aware.
for one, I don't think you can, and two, I don't think I can say it on YouTube.
I mean, obviously I can't because of my job. My job, without going into details, does regular drug testing, so I can't even without losing my job. So obviously something that's going to happen, but it'd be interesting.
Fuck it, we don't get monetized. So there's a drug called DMT. You ever heard of it?
Nope.
So if by all accounts, I've never tried it, but by all accounts, essentially you see sounds and taste colors and shit like that the whole time. DMT actually naturally occurs in your body. It's what makes you dream.
Interesting.
Also, scientifically speaking, when you die, you do see a bright light, and that's a huge release of DMT. Rob is just sick and tired of my shit. But apparently there are, without going into too many details, there's illegal ways to obtain it and ingest it. And don't do that. Don't do drugs, kids. If you're letting your kids watch
bad, okay.
If you haven't shut it off by now.
Kelly, your camera froze again.
No, she's good for me.
Okay, just fine.
It's really Rob that we worry about anyway. I mean,
Oh, okay. Right, he's the one recording, so.
but you've been fine for him, so.
But yeah, that'd just be something that I think would be cool to experience.
Be interesting.
Yeah.
You know what's
Cosplay.
So how about that cosplay conversation you keep failing to have?
Oh,
Hey man,
I'm done trying.
Well,
I tried
think this
twice,
is all
and it became
just
porn.
a sense of. Okay, I will admit I did start that conversation, but I think this is all just like a testament to like how desperate for like seeing
Sex?
people.
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, obviously.
oh Dana, do I have to mention that on here? Can I?
Wait, I'm sorry. There was some mic overlap, so I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to.
Well, you said you were desperate for sex. Can I mention why you're so desperate for sex?
Because I'm 35 and I've only had 2 girls on the street.
I don't know if you just said what I was getting at because you cut out really bad for me.
If you're talking about the fact that I'm a virgin, then yes.
Oh, okay.
Why do you keep getting a
I don't.
white?
Why
a
would
white
you? Why
light
would that be
glare?
something to hesitate on saying? I mean, I don't make it a secret, and who the fuck cares? Nobody.
Because I was gonna make a Steve Carell joke, but
Oh, I'm not waxing my chest.
can we wax your asshole?
No,
Like I'm gonna go help.
no. Mainly because you
I
know
think
what?
bleaching it is the fad.
Tweezer,
Thanks to the surgery that I had to about a year ago, and follow-up visit to make sure that everything's healing. There's no need.
Oh. So now I got to think of a way to work this into a joke. Hold on.
My fucking life is a joke, man. You don't try.
Justin, if you're gonna try and think about it, if you're gonna try and think of a joke that has to do with Dana's ass, you gotta try and be a little low key about it.
I mean, you can see the helmet in the background. You know how funny I am.
You know, maybe throwing those helmets pretty horny.
I like how I even got the aim right when I pointed at it. I didn't even have to try for that thing.
Yeah, reach out and touch someone.
Reach out.
I mean, I might as well do that virtually since it's never going to happen literally.
Reach out and
I think about you.
Oh, wait, what? With or without you?
When I think about you,
Because every time we don't touch. Songs updated for quarantine.
Oh my god, right? Oh, that was one of my favorite memes when COVID hit really hard at first. All the ones about like taking a song like don't stand so close to me, or the songs where it's just like whatever like something that you should not do because of quarantine and COVID. It was just like people trying to interrupt the lyrics and be like, no, don't stop.
There was a something I was watching the other night. It was people talking about their favorite
Caroline.
bands.
Sweet Caroline was one of those.
Yeah.
Right.
Touching.
No, please, no.
No. Anyway,
not
there
at
was
Fenway
a
Park.
thing I saw the other night. Yeah. Actually, I have thought better of what I was about to say because we'll talk about it later.
Sometimes that's why I interrupt you.
Yeah.
To give you that.
You have no idea. You have no idea what I was gonna say. It's about music.
There are times when I know. No, there
Yeah, I was gonna say. If you know, then I'm glad we share the same taste in weird YouTube.
aren't. If I knew how this was going to go down, I wouldn't be having so much trouble right now.
If I knew how this was going to go down,
What?
The other half.
If I knew how this was going to go down, I already would have
Gone down on yourself?
gone down on whoever the topic of conversation is at this point. I don't care.
Cosplay.
It's a good pun.
Cosplay.
You've gone down on cosplay? Who's cosplay?
So, speaking of cosplay.
I have actually had my face shoved in cosplay cleavage. It was amazing.
Oh, man.
More than once, actually.
Oh, yeah, well. What comic am I pointing at? Because I'm not looking at my screen.
You're like this big on my screen, so.
All right.
And in real life, don't worry.
Hi-oh!
I can live with it. I got 3 kids.
Not the size of the boat.
The motion of the ocean.
Every small dude ever.
Yeah, but when you're working with a tugboat in the ocean, it's going to take a bit to get to your destination.
I like the Jeff Foxworthy. Well, that may be true, but it takes a long time to get to England in a rowboat.
Yep.
I like the tugboat reference.
I do too, but for different reasons.
I mean, my sex life is a tugboat, so...
Well, now we have a new person we can call tugboat. Oh my god, do I still have it? I used to have a hat that said like on it.
Oh shit. I think that's the state of affairs for a lot of people right now, Dana.
Yeah. If you weren't lucky enough to have a hookup going into quarantine, then congratulations, friend.
This quarantine's been going on so long, half the country refound their virginity.
Your sex life is a hands-on experience.
Like I said, you gotta cross the street for variety. Like,
Oh man.
And we're back to porn.
I don't think we ever
No,
got
we're back.
off.
We're on to masturbation.
I don't know.
not porn.
I think we've gotten off, but I don't know if we got off the topic.
Yes, we have.
Thank you for catching that.
Oh,
I'm wearing pants, okay?
oh man. This episode is clearly going to be unlike any of our episodes prior.
It's either gonna get myself permanently banned or a regular guest star.
Man, Luke and Ashley are going to have a field day with this one.
Oh god.
Well, we're
So-
gonna have to come back. They're available as well.
So how did the podcast go? Watch it for yourself. What the fuck did you guys do?
You guys said you were going to talk about cosplay and charity, and it's just all porn.
This is what happens when people don't
You know what-
prepare questions.
How
You know
did
what's
you guys
fucked up
go
is last
30
week-
minutes with porn?
Last week we talked about hentai
I
for like
mean-
10 minutes.
Did we? Oh, we
You gotta
did.
go until all parties are satisfied.
What was the first hentai you've ever watched?
Uratsukidoji, The Legend of the Overfiend. Actually, what's that?
I don't know, some random shit with a cat girl I found on RedTube.
There's a few different ones that I've watched the first few episodes of, like Netflix or whatever, that I was just like, all right, this. The only one I've deliberately actually.
So cool that he muted himself for this conversation.
I love that. It was great. It's like, I'm about to say some shit that should be censored.
Oh,
I mean,
the
at this
first
point,
one
I might
I
as well just-
watched was Midnight Sleazy Train.
Midnight Sleazy Train?
What a
I had,
name.
in one of my second apartment, two of my roommates had been best friends since they were in elementary school, and we had an apartment-wide exchange. One of them got them for the other, they drew their name, so they got them hentai. And as an entire apartment, we sat down and watched an episode. Keeping all the porn in, right?
I
mean,
will only cut what you
That's
guys
usually
tell
what
me to cut.
happens with porn. Things go in
Yeah, you
and
keep
stay in.
Yeah. Well, until you get it off.
True.
You're all over disappointed.
Yeah.
Ooh. Can't say I've had that.
I mean, hopefully we lasted long enough that everyone was satisfied.
That was the saddest 4 minutes of my life.
I was referring to the amount of content for this.
Well, on
I
that
actually
note,
thought of that one.
Oh my god. Alright, that was not enough content. We need to do some more.
okay.
Okay.
What? We're
Cut this.
done already? You finished?